Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Zinja Dunn. I want to say welcome to the call. Welcome to this amazing Super Saturday. What we're going to do right now is get everybody on, man. Go ahead and reach out to your business partners. Let them know that the call is starting right now. All right, go ahead and check in. Let me know where you're calling in from. Give me your name. Let's get this call started.
Joseph Mann, Waterbury, Connecticut.
There we go. Joseph, way to go first. Let's go, guys. We're checking in. It's a Super Saturday.
Jeff from Miami.
Lynette, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Edgar from Germany.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Leaders checking in from all over the world. Germany, thank you so much. Lynette, I see you stepping up. This is the time, guys, right now. We're going to get started. We're going to be real respectful of our amazing leaders' time. But right now, we're checking in. Let us know where you're checking in from. This call right here is just for leaders. This call right here is for people who are taking advantage of the daily money we make in the market, but also want to have an effect in other people's lives, want to share this amazing opportunity and information. So go ahead and let us know where you're calling in from. Let's go.
Nancy from Montreal, Canada.
Angela Ramirez, Baltimore, Maryland. Sorry.
All right, Montreal, Baltimore, I hear you. Let's go.
Gracie
B.
from
Ramirez,
Florida.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Ria calling from Quebec, Canada.
Let's go, Canada, showing up, showing out. I hear you. Let's go. We're checking in, guys. Where are you calling from? This is
Cynthia
also the
Powell
time.
from Temple Hills, Maryland.
Temple Hills, Maryland. I heard you. Welcome to the call, sis. This is also the time, guys, where you go into your groups. You go ahead and you know that leader, that person who's supposed to be on this call. This is the time right here when we go ahead and remind them of the commitment they made to themselves. All right, let's go. We're checking in. Where are you calling from?
What's up, everyone? This is Isis Love tuning in from Mexico.
Let's go, Mexico. Representing. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into
Florida.
this. 2 minutes. Hey, Tracy. Go ahead, Trace.
Hey, it's Gracie from Florida.
Gracie from Florida. Welcome to the call, sis. Thank you so much for checking in. You guys, this is that point as we're getting on the line. Let us know where you're calling in from. Put your voice in the space.
Timothy, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Blessings, everybody.
Connecticut in the building. Welcome.
Hamad from Massachusetts.
Hey, Hamad. I don't think you ever missed a call, man. Thanks for showing up for yourself. Welcome to the call.
Jasmine in Atlanta.
Jasmine, ATL representing. I see you. Let's go.
AC and OKC.
Let's go, OKC. All right, guys, we got 60 seconds, right? Because we're going to respect all of these amazing leaders' time. 60 seconds to go ahead and put it in your group. The Super Saturday call is starting right now. Bring your pen, bring your paper. Make sure you are taking copious notes, guys, because we've got some heavy hitters in the industry, specifically on the Vibes team, who are going to be dropping nuggets. Right now, 30 seconds. Let's go. Check in. Let me know where you're calling from.
Tika out of Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, Tika, welcome to the call. Let's go. For my shy people, go ahead and let me know where you're checking in from. You can go ahead and text. Make sure your text box is working. This is an interactive call, guys. We want to make sure you bring the energy before we bring these amazing leaders up. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. All right, guys, just like I said, my name is Zinja Dunn. Welcome to the call. As people get on the call, we want to make sure that we respect your time, taking this time on a Saturday morning to make sure you honor the commitment you made to yourself. If you were on the line right now, that means you were a builder, right? That means you're an influencer, right? You're going to make sure that you not only get this for yourself, your family, and your legacy, but that you go ahead and put yourself in alignment with your mentors and the business people that you will be bringing aboard this call. So I'm going to get out of the way of greatness and go ahead and introduce this first boss on the line. When I tell you this gentleman walks the walk, he is a 7-figure earner over and over again. He is an amazing, amazing leader and mentor in this business. He is a father. I had the pleasure of meeting him here in Las Vegas at another mentor's house. When I tell you this gentleman walks the walk, when I tell you he is on different Zoom calls with all of the people that are blessed to be in his blessed to be in his business. He has got so many jewels, so many nuggets, because he's done it before, and he has also invested time in other people's lives, the people that are around him and are attached to him in business, to make sure that they are successful as well. So go ahead once again, make sure as you're on the call, as you're out walking about, that you have some pens and papers, that you are taking copious notes. I'm going to get out of the way of greatness and invite to the line our first presenter for this amazing Super Saturday, Mr. Jeff Simpson. Mr. Jeff Simpson, are you on the line?
I am on the line. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, boss. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all drop some fireballs from our presenter, our host, Mrs. Zinja Dunn. Drop some fireballs for her, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get this energy right, because where the money flows, where the energy goes, the money flows, baby. Give me some energy. Give me some energy this morning, because I promise I'm not going to leave you disappointed. Okay, I'm not going to overcook the grits, but I'm going to fry the eggs today, baby. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get this thing going. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I want to be respectful of time as well, and let me go ahead and get this thing going. So, ladies and gentlemen, so first things first, we're talking about building. We're talking about building. Okay, so I want everyone to write in the chat. Okay, a matter of fact, I want you to put it in caps. Okay, I want you to write the word team, T-E-A-M, team. Okay, building is a team sport, ladies and gentlemen. So go everybody in the chat, go ahead and write team. Okay, you're going to write team. All right. So with what I mean by that, I want to elaborate on that, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to building, okay, it is a team sport. Okay, it's a team sport. So in the beginning, a lot of times the mistake people make is that they try to be a one-foot soldier. They want to do everything themselves. They want to make the calls themselves. They want to explain to their friends themselves. They want to explain to their families themselves. And that's the biggest mistake that you can make when you join this business. When you first get started, you want to borrow your team. Okay, you want to borrow other people's stories. You want to borrow other people's success. Okay, you want to borrow other people's journey. You want to share them until you become the story, because that's how it works in the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. You borrow someone else's belief, you borrow someone else's success, and you're going to borrow someone else's story until you become the story, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what you do, and you do that by collaborating with your team or your upline or your mentor. That's the purpose of a three-way call. That's the purpose of inviting someone on a presentation. That's a purpose of edification. You're edifying someone else's story. Let's just say that you want to learn how to trade. Oh my God, Zinja and Isis love these young ladies. They're phenomenal teachers when it comes to the industry of trading. And this is why I joined, because we're locked in an inner circle with people like these young ladies. So you see what I did? I borrowed their success when it comes to trading. This is what they're good at. Oh my God, Jeff Simpson, this gentleman's been in the industry for a very long time, multiple 7-figure earners in several different companies. You borrow someone else's belief and borrow someone else's story, because in the beginning, honestly, okay, and this is a cold hard fact, but it's true, ladies and gentlemen. When you first join an opportunity, your people that you're close to, they don't want to hear it from you. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. When it comes to a new opportunity, okay, or a new business that you're in, they rather hear it from someone else. Why? It's because it's you. It's got nothing to do with you, ladies and gentlemen. It's you. They already know you, so they don't trust you. Okay, they know you, but they already trust you, but they don't respect you when it comes to business. So when it comes to sharing a business opportunity, let them share it with a stranger. Because see, with a stranger, they don't trust them, but they respect them when it comes to the business. It's called the circle of trust, right? A circle of respect. They know you personally, so they're not going to respect you. Okay, they trust you, but they don't respect you when it comes to business. So that's why you got to borrow someone else, because a lot of times when you present an opportunity to someone that you know, they're going to look at the emotional side of it. Well, they're going to think about, well, okay, Kayana, you owe me some money. I don't know if I want to join this business if you're doing so well. Okay, it's an emotional attachment there. So they're going to look at everything. They're going to judge the opportunity personally based on what they know you by emotionally. Now, when you share it, let someone else share the opportunity. Now, what happens is the decision making becomes logical, because now they're making logical sense. They're looking at the information. They're not judging you. Now they see the person that you edified as a speaker, like, wait a minute, this sounds pretty interesting. Okay, you're no longer in the mix. So they're not going to make the decision based on your personal relationship. They're going to make the information based on someone else they know. Like I said before, it all ties back to what I said before. Team sport. Leverage someone else's success. Chad Thompson, master trader, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm going to get to an opportunity, I'm talking about trading, I'm mentioning Chad Thompson's name. I'm mentioning Kiana's name. Okay, I'm mentioning Master of the Craft's name. Okay, I'm mentioning ISIS's name. They know what they're doing when it comes to that arena. I'm going to move myself out the way, and whatever they got going on, I'm going to plug them in to what they got going on so they can see it, and that way say, wait a minute, Jeff, this is pretty cool. This is pretty dope. Now, if I explained it, they can be like, well, Jeff, how much money did you make in trading? Or how much, how well did you do? And if I say, well, I all right, I want to jam too, but we can do that later, okay? All right, so they're going to make the decision based on that. Now, if you tell them, hey, I just got in the business, y'all haven't really started nothing yet, I haven't really traded yet, forget about it, okay? So that's why you want to borrow someone else's belief in beginning, so they can make a factual decision based on the experts. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not recruiting, or if you're not bringing people into your opportunity, you have to check your edification, okay? You have to check your edification. Are you edifying the person enough? Are you edifying the speaker enough to make the people want to get interested? If you edify enough, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you're going to succeed. Don King, everyone knows he's kind of crazy. He's got the crazy hair, crazy glasses, crazy look. He speaks crazy, but he was the #1 promoter when it comes to boxing. Someone type edification in the chat, edification. He was the #1 promoter. He put together some of the biggest fights because he knows how to edify. He edifies the champion and the contender. He knows how to edify, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get more people into your business, you got to get good at speaking good about someone else. It's a team sport. Move yourself out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I use another analogy, then I go on to my next step. I use another analogy. Put a 111 in the chat. Ladies, this is for you. If you know who Christian Louboutin is, I think everyone knows who that is. There should be a bunch of ones in the chat right now. 111. Put a 111 in the chat if you know who Christian Louboutin is. Right? Christian Louboutin is what? He's a gentleman that came up with the idea of putting a red lacquer on the bottom of a shoe, which is called red bottoms. That's another word for red bottoms, right? But guess what? He's a man. He's a guy. This guy made millions of dollars coming up with an idea of making a woman's shoe. Why? He moved himself out of the way and thought about someone else. So a lot of times when we get into opportunities, we're always thinking about ourselves. Well, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. That's fine. It's not about you. It's about who else can see the information. I live in Florida, right? We have there used to be a chain called Sports Authority. They sell sporting goods. The owner of Sports Authority never played sports. Owners of dog food with dog food companies don't eat dog food. They thought about the masses that can use their services, ladies and gentlemen. So you got to move yourself out the way and think about the masses that can use your product or your service. That's how you build a business. Move yourself out the way. It's not about you. It's about who you can connect with based on what you have, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I said dog food, all right? So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next part, okay? So in the chat, I want you to write this. Amateurs sort. Professionals launch. Amateurs sort. Professionals launch. I'll say it one more time. Amateurs sort. Professionals launch. Ladies and gentlemen, think about it. When you have a brand new business, sometimes you ride down the street, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and you see the balloons on the side of the road. What do you see that business doing? They're having a what? Grand opening. They're having what is called a grand opening, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone needs to have a grand opening with your business, right? Now, the good thing about our business, we can have a grand opening every time we get ready, anytime we get ready. If you've been in the business a couple of months, it's okay. You can have a grand opening and launch your business, ladies and gentlemen. Have a grand opening, balloons, loud colors. Why? Because they want the world to see what they got going on. And that's what you got to do, ladies and gentlemen. You want the world to see what you got going on. You can't build a business being a secret agent. This is not 007. I mean, 007 was a great movie, but it does not work in building a business. You can't be 007 when it comes to building your business. You have to let the world know what you got going on, right? So now let's talk about the 3 type of launches, right? Let's talk about that. Number 1, I want you to write traditional. The number 1 type of launch is traditional, right? Put it in chat, traditional, right? So a traditional launch, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little old school, but it still works. But based on technology, ladies and gentlemen, you got to keep up with the trends, but I'm just going to mention it anyway. So with a traditional launch, this could be a conference call. It's a private call. You people chiming in, ding, ding, ding. Hey, let him, you got a host that's going to say, hey, ladies, thank you for jumping on the call. Please mention your name and let us know where you're calling from. Oh, I'm coming from Michigan. I'm from New York. I'm coming in from Florida. You see the ding, ding, dings coming in. People are getting excited. Okay. It's traditional, but it's still a launch. It's old school, but it still works. Okay. But traditional is private. I want you to remember this now. It's private. Okay. So now that's traditional. The second launch is what you call a webinar launch. Okay. Can someone type webinar, right? A webinar launch. So with a webinar launch, that's what we're doing a little bit more today. You got Zooms. Okay. You got a webinar jam. Okay. This right here is a webinar. Okay. It's a private Zoom. It's a private Zoom. But the word also is private. Now, both of these work. Now, the pros and cons is that it's great that you're still launching your business. You got the part down packed of launching your business, right? But it has its pros and its cons. Now, the cons with both of these ways of launching your business is private. Put a 111 in the chat if you invited someone on a webinar launch before or a call launch and they didn't get on. They didn't get a chance to get on. You're like, oh man, you didn't get to get on, right? So think about it. So just put a 111 in the chat if you invited someone on a private launch before. You invited them on a Zoom call. You invited them on a. Matter of fact, I want to put type of 111 in the chat. I invited plenty of people, and I followed up, and they said, Jeff, you know what? I missed it, man. Do you have the replay? Okay. Can I catch the next one? Y'all hate when that happens, right? Because you took your time out to call these folks. All right. If you hate that, just put an I in the chat. You hate when you type somebody, oh Jeff, I'm gonna get on, and they don't show up. They don't get on. Don't you hate when that happens, right? When you invite somebody, right? So launches, both of these launches work, right? The Zoom calls and the traditional calls, but the only con with that is private, meaning that if they missed it, they missed it. If they missed it, they missed it. And most of the times, a lot of times, private Zooms or private calls, right? That's right, no more than 95 exactly, right? That's good stuff. That's a nugget right there. Nuggets on top of nuggets, right? That's a chicken nugget right there, ladies and gentlemen. So what happens is you did all that work and they didn't get on. So now you're feeling down. Oh man, I did all this work. I invited 20 people on, Jeff. Only 5 people got on, right? That's going to happen when you do what is called a private launch. That's the only con. Now, can someone type in the chat today? Fast forward today, ladies and gentlemen, because in this industry and when it comes to business, you got to be chameleon. You got to learn how to change with the times. Can someone type today? Okay, you got to learn how to go with the flow, go with the times. Everyone knows now the times today is crypto. The time today is trading. The time today is technology. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to write social in the chat, social, because now I'm going to give you my favorite type of launch. Okay, this is the third type of launch. We got the traditional launch. We got the webinar launch. Now, the third type of launch is going to be my favorite. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to write virtual launch. Okay, Virtual launch. Number 3 is a virtual launch. Well, Jeff, what do you mean by a virtual launch? Ladies and gentlemen, a virtual launch is that you're going to now incorporate social. Remember I said social? You're going to incorporate social media with your launch. Now, it should be no comments when I get ready to ask this question. Type a 0 in the chat if you're not on social media. Because if you're not on social media, you are a 0. Please, nobody don't chat. Don't even make a joke about it. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Everyone's on social media, right? So this is why you want to launch your business with a virtual launch on social media. Well, Jeff, how do you do that? Okay, just imagine you see this Zoom right here we're doing right now. You have the opportunity and the capability to stream this. Can someone type in the chat, stream? You can stream this Zoom right now on Facebook or YouTube or another platform. Ladies and gentlemen, the word today is stream, podcast, okay? That's why they're so popular now, okay? Podcast. You can stream this right now on a social media platform, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to give you a hack, okay? A lot of streaming services don't work on Instagram. So a lot of us, most of us are on Instagram. Okay, no problem. You can stream this on YouTube and Facebook, right? So guess what you do? You take your phone, you take one of these. Now, I'm also going to give you a recommendation. When you're doing your Zoom launch or your webinar launch and you're streaming it, use a desktop or a laptop. So that way you can use this tool right here, which is called your Moneymaker ATM machine, your trading smartphone, cell phone, no more 9-to-5 phone, right? You can take this while you're streaming on the other platforms, which is such as YouTube or Facebook. You can take this and hit live on your Instagram, boom, hit live and record your virtual launch. Now you're on 3 different platforms on one launch. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what you just did? You just got a whole lot of exposure. Someone type exposure in the chat. You just exposed your launch to the whole world. Just like I talked about earlier about those balloons, grand opening, you just had a grand opening to thousands of people now across the globe. If you got 5,000 friends on Facebook or 3,000 friends, that's a possibility of 3,000 people that actually saw your launch. Now, guess what happens? If they miss the launch, unlike the private Zoom, unlike the private webinar, unlike the private traditional Zoom or launch, they can go back and watch the replay. Now you see why virtual launches are so good. Oh man, Jeff, I missed the presentation, man. Can you send me the next one? No, I don't want to send you the next presentation. I want to send you the one I just did, because the next one is going to be next time. I'm not looking for next time people. I need people right now. So I'm going to send them the right now presentation that I just finished doing. So I'm going to send them that link and let them look at the one I just did right now. Because someone to type in the chat right now. We don't want to make money now. We want to make money right now. So I'm not going to send you my next presentation. I'm going to send you the one I just finished doing. So this is why a virtual launch is more lucrative, because now you got the benefits of doing a launch period. That's what professionals launch. And now you have the opportunity of exposing it to everyone, because now you got the ones that actually jumped on, and then you got the potentials that missed it live. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, rule of thumb, whenever you post your virtual launch on social media, you start looking at those comments, go back and reply to a few of those comments, so your virtual replay launch will come back in those news feeds. Wait a minute, what is this that Kiana did? What is this that Tika did? What is this Zoom that Chad did? I want to know about this. People are nosy by nature. They're gonna go on your page and they're gonna go watch a whole virtual launch that you did a few days ago. They're gonna watch the whole presentation. You know why? Because they were not invited, or actually they missed it. People always want to be a part of something that they're not invited to. You ever notice that the banks want to loan you money when you don't need it, or people want to get in business with you when you don't ask them? Because it's called fear of loss. No one joins for the possibility of gain. They join because of the fear of loss. So the fact that they missed the presentation and they were not invited, or they missed it and you mentioned nothing to them about it, then they see all those comments in the chat, they're going to go back and they're going to watch that replay. Hey, Jeff, what is this about, man? I want to know more about this. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's why the virtual launch is my favorite, ladies and gentlemen. So You know, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to overcook your grits, but I sure hope I fried your eggs. I think that's about 20, 30 minutes of my time. I can go all day, but ladies and gentlemen, you got your traditional webinar and your virtual launch. They all work good, ladies and gentlemen. The question is, do you want your business to be public or do you want your business to be private? So Zenja, I think I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thanks for having me. Love you all. Let's get this vibe money, baby. Peace out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. All
Let's
right,
go.
guys. I need some fire in the chat for the nugget that Mr. Jeff Simpson just dropped on us, folks. That virtual launch is powerful. Not only for the people who missed it, but the FOMO folks, right? The fear of missing out folks. Love that. Takes teamwork, man, edifying. Making sure that we are leveraging these amazing leaders that have come by to do this thing. All right, guys? So first and foremost, congratulate yourself. You showed up for yourself. You made a commitment for yourself to get on and get this training. Secondly, go ahead and reach out to somebody who needs to see what we're doing. Because the next leader that I am bringing to the forefront, man, this edification is going to take a minute, but it's just because she does so much each and every day to walk the walk, to not just build her business for herself, but internationally for her international team of leaders, man. She's got to be one of the most coachable people I have ever met in my life. It's been an honor to be in business with her, to be in life with her, and she absolutely each and every time, through her actions, ladies and gentlemen, shows me that this is absolutely the life that she's creating. Each and every time she's given an instruction, each and every time she sees she has to shift and move with the business. She has absolutely become one of my mentors in this thing because, again, she walks the walk like nobody can. She was once in, I think she's bi-coastal or bi-country now in Atlanta, in Mexico. But this is when you were going to that one or two people that you reached out to, the 5 or 10 people that you reached out to and said, you absolutely have to see what we're doing. She's going to go ahead and break down what we're doing, do a masterful presentation from a mentor who actually recruits like nobody I've ever seen. So I'm going to get out of the way of greatness and bring to the line your next presenter for this Super Saturday, Mrs. Isis Love. Are you there?
Yes, 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 yes. What is going on? First and foremost, can we drop some fires in the amazing presenters that have came before me? Can we give it up to our hostess of the mostest, Miss Zendra Dunn? Can we give it up to Mr. Jeff? I mean, that's the sauce right there. I mean, he dropped it on us, you guys. I am so super excited. It's Saturday, you guys. We're in a good vibes, feeling good, and I'm ready to give this information to you guys today. But before we get started, I want to take about 1 or 2 minutes. I want to give you guys some time to invite your guests to the call. I want to give you guys some time to live stream what I'm about to do. Right? So I'm going to take about 1 minute for you guys to go ahead and invite. I'm going to take about 1 minute for you guys to set up your phone so you can turn your phone around so they can see what's going on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up a little tune for us. Right? We're going to listen to a little bit of Afro beats, right? I'm out here in Mexico, you guys. I'm about to go to a rooftop pool after this. So this song always makes me think about the good vibes. So we're going to literally get started here in 1 minute. Go ahead, reach in the chat. Let everybody know we're about to start the second part of this party, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me get some energy in the chat bar. Let me get some energy. Just drop energy in the chat. Give me some love. Give it to me, y'all, because I'm about to drop the vibes on y'all tonight.